And this is a photo of the New York Times story on the subject of interest. It says Musk's aggressive intervention against the federal government is creating a big mess. In other words, Musk has taken over the state and is twisting it around his finger. And it says that in his first 2 weeks in government, Musk and his team have gained access to tightly guarded financial and data systems, leaving aside career officials who say they violated protocols, so that cosmic room. They quickly moved to shut down certain programs and even completely eliminate an agency that Musk targeted. They also commented on the news that they bombarded federal employees with messages accusing them of being lazy and encouraging them to quit their jobs. In this sense, Musk's increase in Musk's internal power. Here is the shadow president from the very beginning. He made Trump president with the power of social media and the power of money with the power in his hands. And now it seems to be happening in things that will open the door a little bit to his rhetoric, that will twist it around his finger. Let's see what they will do to the world afterwards. Let's think and move together, and let's say that they are under threat. Let's look at Panama, another one of the geographies. Since yesterday, developments have already intensified there, but on the 21st of January, Donald Trump said that we would take back the Panama Canal, but then they violated the agreement. They violated the Panama Canal. Either we will take it back or something very strong will happen, a signal of war, a signal of military force. On the 3rd of the month, that is, as of yesterday, news statements have also come from different points from the president of Panama. Panama's sovereignty is non-negotiable. This is very important. Trump has his own view on the Chinese presence, and this view will be clarified at the appropriate time with technical examples. He says, reduce Chinese influence in the canal or we will retaliate. This time from Marco Rubio, the U.S. Secretary of State. The thesis of the American administration here is that we have transferred this canal to Panama, but they have a thesis that they are undermining us by applying cheap tariffs to China outside of their own economic interests. So we will take back the Panama Canal one way or another.
Either we take back the Panama Canal or something very powerful will happen.
U.S. President Donald Trump continues to insist on control of the Panama Canal. This time he has toughened his rhetoric. He reiterated his claim that the canal is controlled by China and threatened that if we don't get it back, something very powerful will happen.
Panama has violated the agreement. China runs the canal, but the canal was not given to China. It was stupidly given to Panama. We will get the canal back or something very strong will happen.
Just as Secretary of State Marco Rubio embarked on his inaugural foreign visit to Panama, President Trump uttered this statement. Even prior to Rubio's arrival, the wave of protests raged on, leaving Panamanians seething with anger. The demonstrators staunchly rejected any possibility of negotiations with the United States.
The worst thing you can do in this life is to forget your allies, to forget the people who fought with you when you needed them and work against them or forget them. I am talking about the Kurds who have been fighting against the DH for years. The West should not forget them.
In the shadow of the protests, U.S. Secretary of State Rubio visited the canal and met with Panamanian President José Raúl Mulino. Rubio gave an ultimatum to the Panamanian government: end China's influence over the canal or the U.S. will retaliate. Panamanian President Mulino reiterated that they would not give up control of the canal, but he also gave a message of dialogue. He said the government would conduct inspections of Chinese-operated ports on both sides of the canal and present its findings to the United States. The United States, which played a role in the construction of the canal, handed over management to Panama in 1999. However, Trump accuses the Panamanian government of overcharging for the use of the canal. He even claims that China has influence on the management of the canal.